a viral pandemic that kills millions, a terrorist attack that kills hundreds or even thousands, a hurricane ravages islands, destroying thousands of livelihoods, a boy in your hometown drowns in a tragic accident. What is going on in our world? It feels so random. It feels like things could spin out of control at any moment. And people question, where is God in His sovereignty when life feels so random? And I don't have answers for you today for why things happen the way they do. When Job went through his terrible ordeal, he never received answers for why he suffered. And even when Jesus walked this earth, He didn't have answers for why certain tragedies happened. But He did tell us the proper mindset for how to process these seemingly random events. In Luke 13 verses 1 through 5, it says, "There were some present at that very time who told Him about the Galileans whose blood Pilate had mingled with their sacrifices. And He answered them, 'Do you think that these Galileans were worse sinners than all the other Galileans, because they suffered in this way? No, I tell you, but unless you repent, you will all likewise perish. Or those 18 on whom the tower in Siloam fell and killed them. Do you think that they were worse offenders than all the others who lived in Jerusalem? No, I tell you, but unless you repent, you will all likewise perish.'" To answer the question in this text, Jesus brought up a few injustices or tragedies that had the community questioning God. When the innocent suffer, we want to know why. When an accident causes the deaths of good, innocent people, we want to know why. But Jesus says not to worry about them, but to worry about you. In other words, don't dwell on why these bad things happened here or there, the questions we won't get answers to on this side of heaven. We are to focus instead on our own lives and on our own relationship with God. It's not that it's wrong to be sad or to mourn those who died, but we can't let those tragedies build a wall between us and God, blaming Him when it seems like He let something bad happen, or demanding that we know the answers behind why it took place. No, Jesus says, but we instead, in those moments, focus on our own eternal soul, making sure that we ourselves are ready to meet God at any moment. We don't blame those who die under tragic circumstances, wondering if they did something to deserve it. As Jesus said, they were probably no better or worse than we are. Maybe they were good, innocent people, and what happened to them seems unfair. But God never promised that this world would be fair. In fact, He said the exact opposite. Our focus should be on our own eternity. Because a million years from now, will it really matter to us whether we lived on this earth for 30 years or 90 years? I highly doubt it. A million years from now, you'll have other priorities. So where is Jesus when the tough times come? He's right there next to you. Whether you feel Him or not, He's there. The major question is, will you still be with Him in a million years? Whether we live on this earth for 15 years or 50 years, each one of us someday will have our own appointment with God. And Jesus' message to you and me is to always be ready for it. This is Luke Taylor. Whatever you're doing today, look at it with an eternal perspective.